Being a gacha editor is boring, there's no memes left for me to do. I need a new idea to become famous with. Wait, what's this? A series, about what? Oh my god, that series was horrible. It better not have any views. Oh my god. I'm making a gacha series. Step 1. Getting inspired. So, if you wanted to make a gacha series, then you've come to the wrong place. Anyway, in order to make your series, you will need to be inspired by other gacha series so that your series will be the best one possible. So that means you're most likely going to make one such as an overused love story or one about illegally having a boy roommate. However, I'm going to be making a bad boy love story, because that is the most common series idea, and since you're watching this tutorial, you don't want to be original, do you? Anyway, once you've been inspired enough, just copy pretty much everything that you saw, because originality doesn't matter. Anyway, now that you've done that, let's move on to the next step.
Step 2. Making the characters.
Okay, now you have to make the characters for your series in order for it to become famous. However, there are a couple of rules that you have to follow when making your characters, as this will make sure that your series becomes famous. Anyway, here's what you have to include in your OCs. 1. The main character has to be a girl. This is the most important thing, and if you don't follow this rule then the gacha police will show up at your door. 2. The boy love interest has to be a literal murderer, who is also an edgy wolf OC. The boy can't not be edgy, because ever since the good girls bad guys TikTok came, the GagaTubers took notes and are now making edgy boy love interests who are also furry assassins for some reason. 3. The best friend of the MC has to also be a girl who literally assaults people over stolen cookies, because cookies are more important than your friends being in love with murderers. 4. The teacher has to be your own OC but with a beard or mustache, because that is super duper funny. It's just as funny as the best friend character. There are more kinds of rules, but no one cares about those ones. Let's move on to step 3.
Step 3. Writing the plot. Now that you've found inspiration and made your characters, you now need to write out the plot for the series. All you have to do is go onto an app such as Microsoft Word, or if you're on a phone, the Memos app, and write down your plot there. However, you have to make sure that it doesn't make any sense, as the majority of the plots for most gacha series don't make any sense, yet they still became famous for some reason. Oh yeah? And make sure to write in some funny moments and gacha logic in your plot, or else your gacha series isn't going to be watched by anyone. Even though that's most likely going to be a good thing if you're following this video for advice, thinking it was an actual tutorial. Anyway, let's move on to step 4 now. Step 4. Actually making the series. Alright, we're almost at the end of the tutorial, and this is the step you've been waiting for. Actually making the series. So, what you have to do is place all of the characters that you've made into a school setting, because you cannot use any other background to start your series in, besides a dark alleyway, but that's reserved for the edgy bad boy wolf OC and his father, and the bedroom in which the MC sleeps in. Anyway, just screenshot every scene you do and make sure that you include things such as the best friend character assaulting someone over cookies and someone saying gacha logic because breaking the fourth wall is so funny. So now, let's move on to the last step. Step 5. Step 5. Editing the video. Finally, you've made it to the last step, and this is the one that's guaranteed to make your series famous, since it's most likely going to be the first episode that you're going to upload onto YouTube for everyone to see. Anyway, in order for it to become popular, one of the things that you have to do is to zoom in the screenshot that contains a funny moment, and add a red tint, because well-structured jokes are unknown to a lot of GachaTubers. Also, be sure to include that annoying TV beep effect after the best friend, or any OC, beats up a character for their precious cookies, because assault is a mega funny moment in the eyes of the GachaTubers. When you've done all of that, make sure to leave the episode on an out-of-place cliffhanger, and you're done. You've made a horrible series due to following this fake tutorial.